Hello, everyone. I'm your teacher Go. Today we are going to talk about sales promotion strategies and public relations strategies in the field of marketing. These are two simple topics, so we'll cover them together. Let's start with our learning objectives today. Our learning objective for today. First, we'll discuss the 6 implementation steps within sales promotion strategies. Second, we'll explore public relations strategies, including their definitions, functions, and evaluation methods. Okay, let's dive into sales promotion strategies. What are sales promotion strategies? Sales promotion refers to sales in addition to people. Advertising. In addition to these few, spur consumers to buy. And dealer sales of various marketing activities. This sales boost. Students must know one thing. That's pretty clear in the definition. People sales doesn't count. I'll have a guy pull clients out on the street. I hand out flyers to promote my products. That's not sales promotion. That's selling. Advertising doesn't count either. Propaganda all this stuff out. And it's not just consumers we're stimulating. And distributors. Notice these two things in this definition. What it includes. Let's take an example. Display of goods. Look at this. It's a sales promotion strategy. And the exhibition. Hold an exhibition. World Expo, China International Garden Flower Expo. These things are a sales promotion method. He's not the kind of guy we're talking about anymore. And this. Group buying. Isn't that how Meituan started?
Is that where we all buy together?
No, the most powerful is Pinduoduo. The more you fight, the less you save. Let's see. Here are the highlights. Sales promotion implementation steps. What does it include? The first is to determine the goal of marketing promotion. Have a goal. You can't mess around with sales promotion. This stuff costs money. The second option is a sales promotion tool. The third is to develop this sales promotion program. The fourth, pretest. Trying it won't work. Try it on a small scale. Get some clients. Detail. Then, implement and control sales promotion goals. This is important, because this is going to land. Final assessment. Sales promotion results good or bad. Use or not in the future. Let's look at the first one, called determining sales promotion goals. It is derived from the most basic sales goals. Then form basic marketing communication objectives. And then, the sales promotion goal. There is a progressive relationship. You can take a look inside here. Sales targets vary depending on the target market. And there is a difference. The first one we talked about was the consumer. For consumers and for retailers. And for these salespeople. The goals of a sales strategy are different. See what's available for consumers. We need to encourage consumers to use the product more. More use. Even if you don't need to. I'm gonna push you. 2. I'm going to encourage you to buy more. Even if you only need it once in a while. Or impulsive spending all at once. I'm going to stimulate you and push you. Second, buy in bulk. Can't buy 1. Buy 2. Can't buy 2. I'll buy you 4. Can't buy 4. Buy 8. Push your buttons. Buy in bulk. Then get these for use by the beta testers. Let's say I develop that new product. I want it now. Through these sales promotion. Stimulate consumers to be testers. Or to attract users of the brand. These things are aimed at individual consumers. So for retailers. To attract these retailers. To start a new product. I'm coming out with a new product now. I want excitement. I want to encourage retailers to sell. Or to maintain high levels of inventory. Because it exists in its own place. It costs a lot of money for storage. Pass storage costs on to retailers. I can achieve this goal. Or encourage them to buy unwanted goods. What do you mean? What is a defective commodity? Let these retailers buy summer clothes in the winter. Let him buy these things and sell them. These goods are called commodities. Or store-related products. And build brand loyalty. This is all part of our promotion goal. To sales staff. Somewhat similar. It means that these target markets are different. We have to set different goals. The second option is a sales promotion tool. What aspects should be fully considered? Type of market and competition. These things. In choosing these facilitation tools, we have to fully consider what kind of market is it. What are competitors made of? If we use the same as our competitors, sales promotion good or bad? This is something we need to measure. The third is a sales promotion program. Why did we choose a sales promotion tool? There are plans to be made. He's just like this. After the salesperson selects these promotion tools, there are additional decisions to be made to formulate and clarify a complete sales promotion package. The size of the trigger of a certain size, minimum inducements are a must. In other words, if sales promotion is aimed at such a small group, at this point your sales promotion is about to change. The second is the conditions of the participants. That is, you limit who can be involved in the sales decision. Who are these sales decisions for? I limited the attendance to a limited number of people. The other part of the population is excluded. And the choice of media. What kind of things are we going to choose? Go do this sales promotion. High cost or cost effective, or be able to get a bigger gain. Spend the lowest cost and the length of that time. Too short or too long won't do. It's too short to work. It's too long and the consumer thinks you are tricking him. And the choice of timing. When will that strategy be introduced? Implement a sales strategy. Let's say summer clothes are coming. We usually start pushing in the spring, sometimes even in winter. Have started to do this sales promotion. And then there's the total budget. This one is easy to understand. You have to think about what this budget can bear. Gain to the end. If you can't change the cost, don't even bother with your sales promotion. Fourth, we'll talk about the pre-test sales promotion program. At this point, we need to be in a small area. We need to do a pre-test confirmation. For example, for consumers, we can get a few consumers to give it a try. Ask him for an evaluation. See how it goes, just small scale. Have a try. The fifth is to implement and control the sales program. This is the time to pay attention. Not to use without restraint. Because business is about revenue. Then every sales promotion job. A control plan should be defined and implemented. Must. Implementation plan. A control plan is necessary. Otherwise it's out of control. As a result, the cost cannot be calculated accurately. This one can have very big consequences. And the duration of this extension. It consists of two. One is lead time. And then there's the continuation time. What does lead time mean? On this program before implementation, you have to prepare time. This time includes the preparation of personnel, preparation of materials, preparation of funds, and then there's the continuation time. Where in here, there is a more accepted rate. That's 95%. How long until you implement it? 95% of the deals reach consumers. This ratio is one of the more successful. A proportion recognized in many enterprises. Finally, we have to evaluate the sales promotion results. The purpose is for later. A plan to improve our sales promotion. Inside this, there are so many. You could say for different. For retailers. What are we going to rate? For consumers, we have to rate which ones. Consumers are simple. We are a change in sales performance. Let's see if he's getting bigger or smaller. Getting bigger. That means we made a good choice. If it gets smaller, we have to improve. Second big place. Let's talk about public relations strategy. First, look at the implications of public relations. Public relations. It refers to the organization to improve the relationship with the public. Increase public awareness, understanding and support. Project a good image. To achieve its common interests and objectives with the public. A kind of management activity. The purpose is very clear. Improve relations with the public. Increase awareness. Project a good image. This time 315. Flag Enterprise this sauerkraut. It's been turned upside down. Public perception of Laotan sauerkraut. So what is the subject? Both can be organized. There could be someone. So what are the objects? Employees within the organization. Or shareholders. Outside public. Includes customer news media. Attention, students. That puts the news media at number 2. This is important. The news outlet is the 315 gala. Just a news outlet. Can be said to put an industry. May not be able to recover for a few years. What other financial institutions? Because once financial institutions cut off loans, could break the chain for you. Not to mention the government. This is a strong dominant player. And contenders. What his public relations profile includes. Including product image, service image, employee image. Here's one more thing. Look, class. Environmental image. A thing said here, he said good official image, is the intangible asset of the enterprise. This thing is not tangible, is intangible. Everyone buy shoes, buy sneakers, get some more fashionable shoes. Your mind says flash sports brands. You immediately think of Nike. Adidas homegrown Li Ning. Actually these brands is the intangible assets of the business. His public persona. You feel that something is good. Maybe you can't say how many benefits. It feels like he's just good. That's what these businesses have set up. Good public phenomenon. Can effectively promote the enterprise and customers. Communication with partners. I trust you. Communication costs are small. I don't have to worry about it. And I don't have to worry about this or that. It will enhance the core competitiveness of enterprises. Let's talk about the second function of public relations. The function of public relations. What are there? Information monitoring, public opinion, propaganda, communication, coordination, crisis management. The 4 aspects. It's public relations. Its duty. It has to be able to monitor information. To monitor some useful information for the business, or harmful information. We can all go through PR. Get this information. And one is a publicity campaign. Promote a positive, good image of yourself. In fact, the students may not be very clear. Artie and Nike aren't as good as you think. But he did a good job of campaigning. And the ability to communicate and coordinate. Can talk to the government. Finance has competitors. And customers, be a good communicator. And then there's crisis management, crisis in business, the flag planting enterprise this time. See how they do it. Public relations, see how he handles the current crisis. Just the head of a company apologizing and crying. This one won't work. One of the important tasks of public relations personnel. It's discovery and creation. News favorable to the business or other product. This one. One is excavation. Another creation. There are conditions to go up. No conditions to create conditions to go on. We need to get the favorable news out there. Because of the public's attitude to news. Especially like CCTV. And some local government stations. His level of trust is high. This time. If you are on media like this. Put out a positive thing of itself. The client is easy to believe. Because he trusts this medium. And trust what this medium is sending. The assessment of public relations. A sentence is spoken here. A public relations campaign is difficult to measure accurately. Indeed, it is an invisible thing. Hard to quantify. Of course, we've managed to quantify it. The first thing we look at is the frequency of information transmission. We're going to count the number of plays on the media. If we play this over and over again, lots of media willing to quote, the number of plays is extraordinary. We just think, our PR is still working. The second is the public response. This time, we can do some small research. Check us out on this PR. The strategy of this activity. After some time of implementation, what was the response from the public? Again, take a small sample. Is it getting better? Still no response. And gone bad. It's hard to pinpoint. The third assumption is that all other innovation strategies remain the same. We haven't even done an exhibition. Nor did this have anything to do with it. None of the other sales measures were done. I'll have a look at this time. It's similar to the control variable method. Then, we estimate the impact of PR on him. What does our side include? On sales. Is it that I haven't been doing anything all this time? I just did the press promotion, found this sales are up. We can count it as public relations. He has an evaluation of this effect. Is on profit generation. In the end, it comes down to this. That's the bottom line. Will there be an increase in profits? Of course, these things. He is with a lot of sales strategy in our business, still advertising strategy. What's all fused together? Sometimes it's hard to happen, but you have to believe something. These are bound to work. Good students, pass this measure. We're about to learn two big things. One is a sales promotion strategy. One more, talked a bit. Some knowledge related to public policy. These are some of the finer things inside. In the previous explainer. And so did the students. Good lesson for today. That's it. Thank you all.